Leave a bit of white there. I'll show you why later. Oh ho ho, I'm so sneaky. Na, 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 na. We all know how to colour Emiko's hair because I did that in another tutorial. But just to go over that again, it's a Pro Marker Oatmeal and 2 Copic Sketch with those French names that I can't pronounce. Bish, Bash, Bosh. Now, there. How's that for a little camera trickery? And now to start colouring in the clothes, I use a cool grey 2, a cool grey 4, and a new marker, a Prismacolor. These are actually the oldest markers I have, the very first brand that I got. And they've lasted quite a while. I had them since 2007 and none of them have dried out, so I recommend these as well. Let's have a look. Start with cool grey 2. Always remember to leave a shiny spot there. I'm not going over the edges in this one. Leaving the edges. Go over that with some cool grey 4. Just give it a bit of depth. Also add a bit of warm grey 4. Finally use that brick white colour because it blends the colour. It's a very light, so you can't really see it very well, but it's good for blending. Well, grey colours at least, anyway. For the robe, I'm going to use a Prismacolor Cherry Red. Circular motions again, folks. I know that sounds like a euphemism for something filthy. Just to let you know, it's very difficult to film and colour both at the same time. I probably shouldn't have coloured over that, but I'm going to do it in a darker colour anyway, so who cares? I certainly don't. Now a burnt umber. These parts here. This isn't really a robe, it's more of a Hugh Hefner smoking jacket. Because Baxter's under the delusion. He's very delusional that he thinks he's all posh and stuff, but he's just a simple Yorkshireman who happens to wear a top hat. But he also happens to be rich as well, but he didn't earn that wealth. It was inherited, of course. Inherited from this guy here, this faceless man who happens to be his father. I made it a running joke that we never see his face, but it is mentioned, and he always said he looks like a burn victim or he's horrifically ugly. And yeah, I suppose Baxter takes after him pretty well. And now for the pajamas. Cornflower blue. And for the stripes, I think some old China blue. The old China. Yeah, I'm shit at Cockney accents. Or any type of accents, really. If I really try, I can do a Russian one, but not now. There's just no need for it. Perhaps a bit of petrol blue to make them stand out a bit more. But now let's concentrate on something cute. Emiko's Jimmy Jams. Now, her pajamas are going to be spotty, so I'm going to be leaving some white spaces for the red marker. Fun fact, I actually had a pair of pajamas similar to this when I was a kid, and I've passed them on to little Emmy. I'm going to use a nice plain old red. This isn't one of those pretentious markers which needs a cornflower or a sunburst or a celadon. No, it's just plain old balls to the wall red. I like that. Looking a bit clownish, but yeah, I suppose I looked like a clown when I was a little kid. Bunny, 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 bunny! And as if you weren't having so much fun already, I'm going to be colouring a chair. Hooray! I'm going to be using pine and a dark colour, holly. I don't know why I'm colouring this chair green, mainly because I hardly ever use my green markers. And it's a nice Christmassy picture, so we need a good balance of Christmassy colours. It is quite difficult to colour in very large areas with marker without making it go a bit blotchy. Yes, even I fail. Well, I fail most of the time. I don't expect anyone to be a superhuman god at markering on their first time using them. I wasn't. I was shit. And I still am to some degree. Add the darker colour for a bit of depth. The thing on my camera that holds the tripod together, it's just snapped clean away. I don't know what the hell has happened to it. I've cleaned all my room out. I've tried to find it, but it's broken. So currently it's stuck on my tripod with sticky tape and masking tape and this weird blue tack stuff, except it's white. Ironically, I do a much worse job colouring when a camera's on me. I'd have been better off not doing a marker tutorial at all, but I just want to please you. Now, because of YouTube's time limit and because I'm a lazy bitch, I've gone and coloured in nearly all of the whole picture, but there's just one more technique I'd like to show you, involving watercolor pencils and some ordinary household bleach. Okay, well, I lied about the bleach thing, but use a yellow watercolor pencil just to fill in the white parts, as I mentioned earlier. You can use either orange or red as well. Depends on what mood that you want, really. I just want to go for a nice, warm, happy mood, for a change. My characters are either always shouting at each other or beating each other up or just being assholes, basically. But this is the time of year when we should all get together and just love each other, and not in that way, but yeah, just be nice to everyone. Just be nice, especially to your weirdo surrogate daughter. Okay? Now I could just leave it like that and it'd be fine, but they're called watercolor pencils for a reason, you know. So let's just add water. If this screws it all up, I'll be well upset. It seems to be working out fine. Yay for me! And so that brings another drawing tutorial to a close. I'd just like to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I hope that you get everything that you want for Christmas, and toodaloo, me old chipolatas.